Good morning, everyone. So, our today's topic in supply chain management is bullwhip effect. So, it is very interesting phenomena when it comes to errors in supply chain. So, what is the phenomena? Imagine a person having a long whip in his hand, and if we give a little nudge to the whip at the handle, it creates a little movement on the part which is closest to the handle, but further away from the handle, it moves in more increasing way. Similarly, in supply chain world, end customer is having whip handle, and it if it creates a little movement, so the demand travel up in supply chain towards the supplier and the manufacturer in a increasing manner. As we move away from the customer, the we can see the bigger movement. On average, there are 6 to 7 inventory points between the end customer and the raw material supplier. Everyone tries to protect themselves from stock out position or missing the customer's order by keeping extra inventory in their stocks. So to understand how one can minimize the bullwhip effect and what are the reasons of bullwhip effect, first we need to understand the concept of bullwhip effect. So as you see in the diagram also, at the end of customer, the fluctuations are limited, but when it goes up towards the manufacturer, it become very prominent. So we need to understand the reasons of bullwhip effect. Now first reason is lack of communication. So bullwhip effect can happen when there is a lack of communication between each link of supply chain. So it make very difficult for a smooth functioning of supply chain manager. The supply chain drivers can perceive the product demand quantity differently in the different link, so they order different quantity. For example, if customer demand for one commodity, the retailer demand from the supplier the number two commodities, and the supplier demand the amount, the quantity which is for example 5, and the company make the supplies uh, in 5 quantity. So it will so to protect in the situation of stock out with the inventory, so every driver in supply chain tries to protect themselves and create and order extra quantity. So lack of communication is one of the reason. Second reason could be free return policy. So customer may intentionally overstate the demand due to shortage, and then cancel when the supply become adequate again. So without return forfeits, retailer will continue to exaggerate their needs and cancel order, resulting in an excess of material. So it could be one of the possible reason. Then one reason is order batching. So companies may not immediately place an order with their suppliers. Often they try to accommodate demand and then demand. So they can demand uh, weekly or the monthly or the 6 monthly basis as well. So this creates a variability in demand. So when they are demanding, then the demand will become higher, and when they are not demanding, the demand will become negligible. So this will create a variability in demand, as there may be for instance be a surge in demand for some stages and followed by no demand afterwards. So this will also create a bullwhip effect in the supply chain. Then one reason could be price variation. In the case when the some special discount and other cost change can upset the regular buying pattern of buyers. Buyers want to take advantage of any kind of discounts given. So this will create a hindrance in supply chain and create a bullwhip effect. And last reason could be the demand information. So over relying on past demand information and estimated current to estimate current demand situation of a product, and does not take account uh, any fluctuation which may occur uh, at current scenario, it could create a variation in demand. So this will also generate a bullwhip effect in supply chain process. So these were the reasons of bullwhip effect in supply chain. And now we move on to the solutions. So what could be the solutions to eliminate bullwhip effect or to minimize bullwhip effect? See, one cannot completely eliminate the effect of bullwhip, but if done correctly, if all the variations can be improved, so one can reduce 15 to 35% of bullwhip effect afterwards. So the methods by which we can eliminate or minimize the effect of bullwhip is first to accept and understand the effect. So first and foremost important thing towards improvement is to recognize that there is a presence of bullwhip effect. Many company fails to acknowledge that high buffer inventory exists throughout their supply chain. See, a detailed stock analysis of the inventory point from stores will help you to uncover the excess inventories which are laying in the process. So supply chain managers can further analyze the reason for excess inventory and to take corrective actions and set norms. Now, second solution could be improve the inventory planning process. So inventory planning process is very important in case of eliminating or minimizing bullwhip effect, because inventory planning is careful mix of historical trends of, yes, so inventory process planning is careful mix of historical trend of seasonal demand, forward looking demand, new product launch, and discontinuation of older product. So safety stock setting and minimum maximum stock range of each inventory point need to be reviewed very carefully. Otherwise it will create a hindrance in supply chain also, and as well as in inventory. So third possibility could be to improve raw material planning process. So if our raw material planning process is well planned, so we can minimize the effect of bullwhip. So purchase manager generally tend to order uh, in advance and keep high buffer stock of raw material to avoid any kind of interruption in production process. So raw material planning need to be directly linked with the production plan. Production plan need to be released sufficiently in advance to respect the general purchase lead items also. So this will help in reducing bullwhip effect. Next solution could be the collaboration and information sharing between managers. So one of the reason of bullwhip effect is lack of communication. So to eliminate lack of communication, collaboration and information sharing comes into picture. There might be some interconflicting target between purchase manager management, production management, logistic management, and sales management. So giving more weight to company's common objective, they need to sort out their inter-conflicting targets and need to collaborate to eliminate bullwhip effect. And the last solution could be optimize the minimum order quantity and offer stable pricing. So one reason of bullwhip effect was the variation in price. So if there is limited variation or no variation in price, then the customer can really do not barge into purchasing extra quantity of something for certain time and followed by no demand for a longer period of time. So certain product have high minimum order quantity for the end customer, resulting it overall high gap between subsequent order. Lowering the minimum order quantity to an optimum level to help will help to provide and create a smooth functioning of supply chain, and it will definitely minimize the bullwhip effect. So these were the reasons and their eliminations. So in this way we can minimize the bullwhip effect in supply chain. So in this lecture we have studied about the supply chain error, which is called bullwhip effect, the reasons for bullwhip effect, and how to minimize the bullwhip effect. Thank you.